Look at this. Literally, I just finished to make a video about it. And you see more articles, this time coming from The Guardian. Like, I don't know what they're trying to say here. Associating Tucker Carlson and Johnny Depp, right? Because that's what you do. As soon as you start a podcast about Amber H defending her, or new documentaries where the lawyer goes online accusing Johnny Depp again of beating her, that type of stuff, you immediately see all the journalists, which they are on the side of AH, which they are moved by this toxic ideology that women are always right, okay? Immediately they start to pop up again. And the stretch is just incredible. So here you have from Tucker Carlson to Johnny Depp, a celebrity bromance is the must-have accessory for the modern dictator by Marina Hyde. Marina Hyde. Look at the face of Marina Hyde. Oh boy. I don't want to say nothing right now, but... So, alright, let's go. Behold, the current must-have accessory for all the most grimly murderous dictator, a pet American idiot. So, right now, she's immediately calling Johnny Depp a pet American idiot. Not just an American idiot. Obviously, you need a male, mid-50s to early 60s, age-shaming. Ideally, fire damaged by a recent career setback who just wants to see the best in you for coins. In short, you need someone of the caliber, would you call it Tucker Carlson or Johnny Depp? I mean, this piece of a human trash of a journalist, in opening this article, it's already piling Johnny Depp with all kinds of people which he has nothing to do with. The past week or two has seen the formal revival of two of those new dictators' acquisition. Vladimir Putin kind of offered to rehome the stray former Fox News host, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Generous response to questions, how much is that Deppy in the window? Answer our like, look at this. How much is that Deppy in the window? Look how demeaning she is in referring to Johnny Depp. You can truly feel how sour this journalist is and how biased she's against Johnny Depp, that she's already opening calling him an idiot and a pet and then Deppy. All demeaning stuff. Why? Because she believes probably in that kind of husband beater, and she cannot stand that the evidence is against that narcissist. So she's just defending a narcissist and she loves it. All right. According to article, Depp first came into contact with the Saudi ruler while working on a precariously financed French film. Again, all the adjectives, all like really trying the best to demean this guy. Having secured Saudi funding, the movie producer required their star to meet MBS cousin, a guy called Prince Badr, who also serves as some kind of cultural bagman. I'm getting huge Ribbentrop energy, but perhaps he's adorable. Anyway, one thing led to another, and within months, Depp was reveling in all expenses, paid trips, and face-to-face time with MBS, listening to his excuses about the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, which obviously this is a speculation, because how do you know? It's true that Jamal Khashoggi was killed, but how do you know that he was talking to Johnny Depp about this? Again, more defamation of this piece of trash of an article. So, and making a genuine connection. Hey, the heart wants what it wants. Likewise, the wallet. According to Vanity Fair, both men knew how it felt to suddenly go from golden boy to outcast, as certainly the fates can very well be cruel. As can movie financing, seriously. Why spend years waiting for your producer to patchwork together some shaky funding from the French Film Foundation, plus a lottery grant, plus an endowment from the Trudy Styler Cinema Imperil Fund, plus 50 quid from UNESCO, plus some crappy Belgian tax credit? Oh boy, you can really hear the pain into this woman's article. Alright, you know what? We don't even need to go ahead, because the irony of this, right, that probably this Marina Hyde is not aware of, that first of all, Johnny Depp attended a film festival. Yes, the movie was funded by Saudis, like there is a ton of stuff that is financed by Saudi, And I wouldn't be surprised if the Saudi have some shares of the magazine she's writing for. This absolutely piece of human incoherence. So there you have the Saudis, which they have trillions. They have money everywhere. They are invested everywhere. And most likely, they also invested in the political campaign of the people she defends, including perhaps maybe Biden. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Saudis, they finance both fences, both sides of the fences, because that's what you do. Big business with America, so you want to keep them happy. So the money for sure that were flowing into those campaigns. Not only is such a hypocrite to target Johnny Depp into this just because he was part of a movie that was financed by the Saudis, that there is probably a ton of movies financed by these people, right? They're part of every company. Maybe she's writing this article on her little iPhone, which probably the Saudis have shares into that company as well, right? But because Carson went to interview Putin, and of course the interview came across as if he was doing Putin biddings, right? Because like Jon Stewart said, in a way, the right in the state is trying to go after everybody they can use in order to also advance their agenda. In this case, Putin seemed to have a lot of common ground in terms of like traditionalism, right? So they're sort of closing one eye for all the other things that you shouldn't probably agree with about Putin. But to make that stretch and throw Johnny Depp without actually referencing perhaps how many like octopus hands the Saudis have everywhere, it's absolutely hypocritical, and it's just another attack to try to tarnish the name. Absolutely piece of human trash, this article. Absolutely.